Hey guys, what's going on? This is Reggie. It's cold. Freaking hell, it's cold. It's so cold. It's so cold. And it's dark and you can't see my black ass. So, yep, there it is. So let's see. What was it? Oh yeah, all right. So, I still gotta upload this video, the electric scooter that I bought on Black Friday. So first of all, I used to have those hoverboards, right? What the hell are they called? I don't know, some no-name brand hoverboard, but I used to have the hoverboards. They were fun, but they were kind of dangerous because the tires are hard rubber. They're not air. They were not air-filled tires. So when you went over bumps and stuff, you really felt it, especially in your knees from being an old ass like me. And the other thing was that when you go over bumps, you gotta prepare for it because you know it doesn't have like stability. So if you did it wrong, you'd fall off of it. Now you just jump off it right beforehand. That way you don't really fall to the ground and smack your face. But it was dangerous in that regard. Now all of these electric anythings are dangerous. I'm not saying that they're not dangerous, but I would say the hoverboard one, I don't even know why it's called hoverboard, to be honest. But anyway, the hoverboard is the more dangerous one from the electric scooter versus the hoverboard, if you did it that way, from my experience. I having owned both now, I felt that the hoverboard was more dangerous when I was riding around it. It was a little bit more fun because of the way you are riding it, but I don't want to risk it. Plus, the other thing I noticed the hoverboard is getting on and off was a pain in the ass. Like you have to, like I always had to use something to balance myself to get on. Because if you put on one foot, it would start, turning up and back and forth and all that crap. It was kind of dangerous. And sometimes it would just go out of control. Like if you stepped off of it, it would start spinning circles or some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe mine was defected. I don't know. But it was a lot of pain. So that was the hoverboard experience for me. So this time around, there was a sale on electric scooters. Now these are the same types that you see, those jump ones that you see in downtown. I never rode the jump ones, but there's some pretty good quality ones, that I wanted to buy to try out and see how it is. But they're expensive. They're like $500 as the cheap ones. And I don't want to spend that much money on that. Fuck that. I did spend $400 though on the hoverboard when it was the craze. So, but I was able to sell it for the same price. So I got all my money back pretty much. So that was good. I got it. I got to play with it. I got it out of my system and everything else. So this one, I got it for a steal. I got it for $131. That's a fucking steal. I paid $20 for the. What was it for the warranty to kind of just in case something dies. It was actually from Walmart too, so kind of I'm okay with Walmart because it wasn't no other crappy retailer or anything like that. So I've been trying it out for a few days. I've had it for a few days now. Now the unboxing experience was okay. I recorded a video of unboxing and setting it up. I just gotta edit it and post it up. It was okay. The screws were a pain in the ass, but everything else was okay. The tires are amazing. They're air filled, so it absorbs a lot of the bumps, and it's so good. Like your knees and everything else don't hurt. So I love the tires being air filled. It doesn't have shocks, but the air filled tires to me is a huge improvement versus not having air filled, just having hard rubber. And for the price that I got it for, that's great. It's got a very good battery life. I don't know the specs. I will post it in the description. I'll try and post it over here somewhere. That way it's on the screen too. But it's got a good battery life. It claims that it can go up to 16 miles per hour, and I have been able to achieve it every single time. I weigh about, depending on what I eat, I weigh anywhere from 185 to 187 pounds. And it's been able to take my weight perfectly fine. It can take up to 260 something pounds, which is a lot. So that's good. It takes 5 hours to charge up from not empty, but 1 bar. I don't want to take it all the way to empty because it's a lithium battery, so I don't want to go dead to charge. So it takes about 5 hours. It has 5 bars total, I believe. So that's that. It's got a headlight that's LED that you can turn on and off. It's got a brake light that will blink, which is nice. It's not a solid brake light. It blinks when you brake. The brake is like a disc rear brake. You know, it's not those step ones where you step on the back and it'll brake. You actually have a brake handle on the left handlebar that you brake with. The throttle is on the right side as your thumb control. You have 2 speeds. The low speed is up to 9 mile per hour. The high speed is up to 15, 16 mile per hour. So that's cool. In order to switch the speeds, you have to stop the scooter, and then you press once, and then it'll change the speeds. To turn on the headlight or turn it off, you have to double press it. And to turn on the scooter or turn it off, you have to hold it, and it'll do that. It has a cruise control. I have to say it's pretty garbage. This cruise control is just completely useless, because what you have to do is, so let's say you're on low speed, right? And you hold the speed down and you go in at 9. Now you want to activate cruise control. You have to let go and quickly double tap. So you have to tap, let go, tap, and let go, and then it'll activate cruise control. Now, because of the delay of the spring to go up and down, it takes a second or so to activate. And because of that, the speed will decrease from 9 to 7, maybe 8. And if you're on high speed, it'll definitely decrease from like 15, 16 to maybe 10, 12, because you're slowing down that 1 second. And so to me, it's not worth it. It's kind of pointless. I don't really use the cruise control at all. Pumping the air in the tire. Now mine came fully inflated, so I didn't have to do anything, but it does come with a pump, thank God. So to pump the air, just normal standard stuff, you know, just unscrew, plug it in, pump it, you're good to go. I didn't really measure how much air to fill in it. I think the 50 psi max. I just filled it up enough where I stepped on it and it just didn't squish. It does squish a little bit because, I mean, you know, fatty standing on it, but it doesn't go flat. So it's nice. Or I'm sorry, I didn't fill it up, but standing on it, it's perfectly fine. It has a kickstand, so you can put it on the stand, so you're good there. And the charger that comes with it, once you plug it in, it has a little light. So when you plug it in, if it's red, that means it's charging. When it turns green, that means it's charged up. So that's good that it has an indicator to let you know that you can unplug it now. So that's pretty awesome. Now riding it itself, that's not bad. Actually, the ride is very comfortable. I have 0 complaints. You know, the turning radius isn't a full 45 degrees. It's more, I would say, I don't know, 15, 20 degrees. And I can see why they did that, because if you turn it all the way 45, you're probably going to crash and die or get hurt. So I get that. So turning it, what I usually do is I slow down, I let go of the throttle, I don't hit the brake, I let go of the throttle, and I just lean into it. And then if it's a sharp curve, I take my foot out and I will use my foot to help turn it too. And that works totally fine. I haven't had any accidents, knock on wood, or anything else with it. It's actually really, really easy to handle, honestly. Like, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. Taking over a lot of bumps, normal streets, bumps, sidewalk, everywhere else. I've tested it, totally fine. I've done a lot of burnouts with it, because, you know, why not? You have to kickstart in order to use it. So you have to go at least 1 mile per hour for the motor to start working. So you can't just start from 0. You have to kind of push it with your foot, and then it goes. I don't mind that at all. I'm fine with that. And then for the actual drive, from a full charge, I have taken it 5 miles at the slow speed, 9 mile per hour maxed out, and it has gone 5 miles, or I'm sorry, I've driven a 9 mile per hour for 5 straight miles, and I used up 2 bars. So that's pretty damn good. Today I'm gonna, without charging it, I'm gonna ride again, but I'm gonna try the high speed this time. That same 5 miles, I'll try the high speed, the 15, and see, now that I have 3 bars left, how many bars gets used up. Because I don't want to keep charging it when I have like 3 or 4 or 2 bars. I only want to charge it when I have 1 bar, just to see if it helps the battery or not. The motor is super quiet. It's a brushless motor, so that's nice. And honestly, for that price, it's really, like, just to go 5 miles. I honestly thought it wouldn't even be able to go 5 miles, to be honest, straight up. But to be able to go 5 miles and only use up 2 bars out of the 5 bar that it has, hell, I'm good with that. That's pretty good. It doesn't have regenerative braking, so just heads up. Again, wasn't expecting too much, so there. It is foldable, and I would say it's between 20 to 25 pounds folded. I have no problem holding it, lifting it, taking it with me. It's totally fine. It's completely doable. But if you have problems lifting that much weight, just heads up. It's about 20 pounds at minimum. But folding it does make it a lot easier to carry versus not folding it. And when you fold it, there's a clip. It just clips on. You're good to go. So yeah, honestly, this is a great electric scooter for the price. It's not those high-end scooters, but again, for $131 to $140, well, because I bought warranty, I would say it's $140. I know I'll just round it off, $150. Because it's $150, I can't complain. It's freaking amazing. And because I have a 3-year warranty on it, if anything goes wrong, I'm covered. $150, 3-year warranty, electric scooter that goes, I don't know how many miles. It claims to have, it can go up to 10 miles to 14 miles, depending on conditions. I think it can. Since it can go 5 miles with 2 bars, there's 3 bars left, I think it can easily go 10 miles, easily. I'm not gonna push it, just because I don't want to. One more thing. When you're just operating it in manual mode, super easy. It feels very light to kick and use it as a manual scooter. And I'm thinking because of the tires and there's no resistance except when you brake, that kind of helps with the ease of kicking the scooter up, in my opinion. Again, I'm not a scooter expert, so I don't know too much. This is my first scooter, to be honest. I've never had a manual scooter or electric scooter, so this is my first. But I have tried in manual mode for a little while and in electric mode, and I have to say both are very convenient. So I'll link it down in the description below which one it is. It's the Pioneer Hover-1 scooter. It kind of competes with the Mao or Meow or whatever the other brand is that everybody likes, and it competes really well for the price. I mean, I could buy 2 of these scooters for the same price as one of the other ones. So if this is your first time getting a scooter, I definitely recommend this. I do want, in the future, I do want to upgrade to a faster scooter, because now that I've experienced the 16 mph speed, I like it and I want it faster. That's a little dangerous, but I do want one that has a high capacity battery so that I can use the high speed as a standard cruising than the low speed, because on this one I use the low speed more just to conserve kind of the battery life. So 15 is when I just want to have fun. But yeah, anyway, I hope you like the review of the scooter, the Pioneer Hover-1 scooter. Yeah, subscribe, like, let me know if you have an electric scooter and what are your thoughts. One thing I noticed about this scooter is I don't think the battery and the motor are upgradable. I think it's all in one type of unit. If you have recommendations, let me know. I wouldn't mind, once the warranty is expired, I wouldn't mind tinkering with it to see if I can upgrade the internals to make it faster. Because the body frame and everything else on this is perfect. That's exactly the way I want it. It's tall enough for me that I don't have to bend over or anything. So I definitely want to keep this for a while, and I kind of want to mod it a little bit. It does have a bell, by the way, which is stupid as hell, sorry. But I do want to replace that with a better one, but I'll have to do some research. I'm going to start looking up ways to mod an electric scooter. I bet you there's ways, so we'll see. Besides that, nothing else. But anyway, like, subscribe, comment below some advice, ideas, or whatever else for electric scooters, and some modding shops, if there are any, to go to where I can go to do stuff. And yeah, anyway, I will see you on the next one. Peace.